Welcome back from a brief hiatus to Journey Through Eorzea. I say brief hiatus, really, it's just, like 3 days, but, things happen. I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We are, still at the brand new beginning of Stormblood. We are trying to recruit people for the resistance effort. No one really wants to. Things I've done in between episodes, I took a few minutes here beforehand to sync to the Aetheryte in case I get killed by a giant bird like I almost did last time. And also to look through things. Fun fact, looking through these. So I was looking through actions. I was like, okay, Fuma Shuriken, that's like a single one. The Katon, Raiton, right? Those are fine. And then I was like, Doton, totally forgot about that. So 10 Jin Chi. Which one's 10 Jin Chi? So that's blue, yellow, red. Okay, I'll probably forget that realistically. Does it still do the same thing? Creates a path of corrupted earth, dealing waters. 80% enter. Heavy, so heavy, okay. Anyway, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because I was like, Huton, there you go. And then I was going to do Huton, and then I found out Huton doesn't do anywhere near what it used to. When I last played, Huton sped up your attack speed and your cooldowns and stuff. It doesn't do that anymore. Now, it does 240 to a target, and it gains stealth. But I thought that's what Suiton does, and it does. It does water expected Aether 500, and allows these things which require hidden. So I'm like, well, I guess this is an AoE version, and this is single target, and that's how they changed it. But I'm just like, so it's just like, I was like, where's Huton? I still don't know what that gauge is exactly, but, it's fine. So, anyway, with that out of the way, let's talk to Gristledis, and see what we're doing next. Hang on a second. I was like, I couldn't tell if that was like a weird head or a ponytail or what. I needed to know. He looked from here, he kind of looks like a bald guy with like a thing on his back. So, but it's a lady with a ponytail, so. You best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. I want to help you. Could you maybe not? Looking for folks down in their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out, too much pain, trouble for others. There's a tea that helps with it, though. I'd need grind chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. You'll go and get some for me? Just like that. You needn't trouble yourself so. You say you can notice my legs bad. You're just wearing sandals. You just look like you're sitting there. Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. We, as your friendly resident man with hat, am not above going and finding random paraphernalia to help people. Because, as we all know, you have to build, here's one of the things I ran in here. You have to build rapport, and that's important. I realized there was an attack on this that I still don't know what it does. That was cool, though. So that does a thing. I think it's supposed to give me an item if I do that or something. Oh wait, isn't there? Hang on. I'm trying to think. I think there's... roll with me. Oh yeah, wait, it's this one. Wait, pull it back a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, I like that. That's just fun for me. Yeah, I gotta look up what that skill does when I get a second. Alright, so I got that one, Okay, hang on. I wanna look up what that skill does real quick. So that skill is, let's see, it's Armor Crush. Lowers attack with opponents 140, 200 when you execute the target's flank, so it's positional, fun. Gust Lash, okay. Grants 2 seconds to compensate increased potency of Aeolian Age by 100. So it's a buff, so it should be like that one, so like BXA and then BXY until I'm done. And then once the debuff is gone on single target, obviously. Once it's gone, then replace it or replenish it before it expires. So, there's me trying to pretend I know how to play this game. So, such is life. Sorry, frightened villager, I have no time for these sorts of things. I have to get where I'm going. Yeah, I was rewatching, my wife and I watched the last episode before, earlier today, before I started. I was like, man, I really got to record episodes today. And, we're doing that, and I was like absolutely stunned by how loud the music and everything going on in the trailer is. When I was watching like the Stormblood intro thing, right? I don't understand why that's like that. It kind of blows my mind because if you look, you know what? out myself real quick. Let's go to system configuration, audio. You see it, my master volume's up all the way, but my BGM and sound effects, only thing is up is voice. Everything else is down to like 60 or 50. So I'm not sure why. I don't know if cutscenes are just full volume regardless or what. Not really sure. Maybe, I mean, it's going to be a long time. We get the Stormblood one. Maybe I'll just turn down the primary volume by like 50% or something. And then do something. Or maybe I'll like record that section and cut down the audio in post or something. I'm not sure exactly. But, yeah. I was just staggered by how loud it was. It wasn't like stupidly bad. I think when I did the Heavens Ward one, it was worse. But even like the fight between Omega and Shinryu earlier, it was just so loud for no reason. I have no idea why. It's not like all my sound. I mean, the master volume's up, but I don't know if like what are cutscenes like that governed by, right? So, whatever. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Algana? I brought you the stuff you wanted. Oh, I never meant to. I mean, at times like these, you can never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known that I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs, and then I had a good fortune of running to an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, and so they said. Not that I've made it a difference whether I'd fought back. I knew what a lot of them were about the moment the Centurion laid eyes on me. It didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, and many others, I imagine. Help them too if like, but they'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. So, again, my wife was like, are you just going to trash talk Dawn Trail the whole time? No and yes. So this whole thing right here, right? Like earlier I said that was better than that. It's more real. Like the actual problems that are happening here, they don't feel like manufactured garbage that doesn't really matter. Which I would say I don't find the plight in Dawn Trail super believable. So like these people, they're having a hard time. They've been oppressed for a long time, and I can get behind that. You know what I mean? Ah, there you are, Tiberius. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Yeah, that's a good question. I can't say that I've seen Lise in a while. But there she is right there. Kind of stands out with her bright red. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's foot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'd wager. That's not fair. That wasn't really that way, actually, at all. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go into a storm and castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it, too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. You know what? You'll see. You'll see when I go in and absolutely raffle stomp the bad guys. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Meffred. You know, it's funny, the cool thing about this whole Alamigo thing, too, is it's been built up for so long. You go to Little Alamigo, you go to, Ul'dah, and there's all the refugees there. Like, the other thing about this is it's been built up for a long time. We've been talking about Alamigo for a very long time, so to finally be, like, in this area and doing something about things is kind of, like, payoff in a way, which is I appreciate. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what's happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow, I don't know. But if anything, I've just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know what struggle they live and do either, at least. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd have never met Tiberius and the rest of you. We might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I won't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to win a fight. Oh, something's gonna happen. Something happened. She got dreadlocks, you know it's serious. Help! Someone, anyone, we need help. I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Where Chatta, the Tributum and the bloody rat men, they, damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Kikirin attacked. It took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Was only just an old temple before they came, and listen, we're Krata. We're Kratas? I don't know, we're Krata. The only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? The Ratmen took him there? He's good as dead. We have to try and get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. Baby, I got this, no problem. Look at him sulking. He can't do anything. He's not even a man. Certainly not a man with hat, am I right? Not a man with hat. There we go. Alright, I did my thing. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. Alright. Let's get over there. So we're Krata? I'm gonna say where Krata. So where Krata is being held somewhere in the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by the host of Kikirin bandits. That above covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Man, I got all sorts of cool moves that I can use for groups of people in my sweet Naruto ninjutsus. I can do the Katon Fireball no Jutsu. That's a cool thing, right? I don't know, I just want to be cool. I won't deny. When it comes to ninja, I may have mentioned this before, but like there is just straight up like, oh hey, you know, I have an opportunity. Is that another? Oh no, those are just around here. I was like, what is that thing? That thing looks important, but it isn't. Not at all. Wait, do I want to go up there? I don't know if I want to go up there. It looks like the path to the Ziggurat is this way. No, ninja is just straight up a weeb thing for me. I enjoy it. I mean, I haven't watched Naruto in years, but like, I tried watching Boruto, but that show is just so boring. Nothing happens. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of nothing and more nothing. But Naruto, that was my jam for a long, long time. Man, I've been watching Naruto. I watched Naruto like after high school got out, and then I just like binged it forever. And then waited forever for Shippuden come out, and then Shippuden came out, and then Shippuden was fun, and then it was over. So I live vicariously my Naruto lifestyle through my ninja. Please let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Throw him off the top. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the Ziggurat. Oh, they look goofy and kind of creepy. Who dare come loot our man flesh? Ours to eat, ours to eat. See how fancy my kunai are? They got like the cool green magic or whatever in front of them. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, dude, these are sick. My little knives where they grow a little green like that. It's simple, you know. All right, now I learned how my fireballs work. I can do it twice. I didn't need to do it twice. That's cool. All right, we're going up. Let's sprint. Let's do a teleporty. Let's do another one. See how fast I am? I want Keemstar. Oh, that's how dated the reference is that. Alright. Where Carta? Oh no. I am too powerful. Katon. Get wrecked. He even has a chocobo up here. What's up, my guy? By Ralgar, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make for a snack, much less a meal. You're fine, dude. Oh, you found him. Wait. Are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be all right. My sister? Oh, Ralgar be praised. She's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? To think that you're still good, brave folk in this world. You should go back before the Kikir and return in force. Do you still have the tributum? Tributum? I don't know. Oh gods, the tributum. The imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What? Right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. I could take him. Come on. And he's like, no. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Tiberius, Mefrid, I think we know to go after where Krata. That name just can't do it. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I do know, I do. I don't want to interfere. I just want to see what he makes it there at safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. Yeah, the one thing that gets me is, like, sometimes the music in this game just gets, like, stupidly loud. At least in my ears it is. I didn't even check my volume levels. I hope they're good. But that's whatever. It's somebody with a thing. Who's this guy? This is always looking for a way to make trouble. Level 69 red mage. I believe it. Oh, wait. Here we go. Soiled sack. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. Alright. Anything that way? Don't really see anything that way. I mean, it could be. It's a yellow thing. Oh, here we go. Withered flowers. Let's see what's up. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. You found nothing of interest. I find tons of stuff of interest. I am the most interesting. People look at me and they go, wow, that guy's so interesting. There we go. Okay, we got another. What? People are over there fighting? Oh, they're fighting. Fighting bugs. Oh, they're doing a fate. Okay. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Alright. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from where Krata's bird, and in which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll come for him soon enough. We'll find him soon enough. Yeah. Do we want... How much of this fate's left? Oh, it's almost there. What we got? The Dark Knight? Oh, we can help. Are we above helping? I don't think we're above helping. It's just so much... It takes so much time to do damage as like a Dark Knight or whatever. I must mug this bug. Kids don't know about mugging bugs. Oh wait, you know what? I just realized. There we go. There you go. Didn't even need to do it, but I did it anyway. Alright, let's go continue our campaign to find Serpent. What was I gonna say? Servant Man? I don't know. Guy with that sounds like horchata. Any minute now, I'll expect he'll come thundering around the bend, and hear that? Get to cover quickly now. Huh? Interesting look.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
Do I have to not intervene? I would love to intervene.
Huh? You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
Man, when I hear people from, like, a desert climate, I switch them to sound like this kind of chimey British dude. It's fine, it's just funny.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
Dressed like that, very.
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Please let me curb stomp these dudes. I want to curb stomp them so bad with lightning and fire and cool stuff.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
You are severely underestimating my capabilities. Just let me go raffle stomp them, please. She can't do it. I totally can.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Zenos is expecting our report.
Lord Zenos is like the only Chad in this entire game that I actually respect. At least, you know, in terms of like raw power. I could take Fordola too. I could do it. I take all of them. The one thing Fordola does is make good one-liners. I have a screenshot somewhere of her quoting, and when we get there, I will totally point it out, where she just quotes Starship Troopers. She's just like, service does guarantee citizenship. I'm like, is that a Starship Troopers reference? I think it is. Let's go.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Get that man like a red potion, man. Red Warrior needs food badly. There's nothing like being held back, man. I could have taken all of them and I could have hunted down their families, frankly. I'd heard their commander was a keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Alright. Wakrata's alive, and the tributum's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Algana and tell Ragafrid that his man got the job done. Man, like, if this were like any other game, I swear, I would just be like, oh, I need to go up that ramp and beat down all the Imperials I can find. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. This game has made me, like, power hungry, whatever. Like, I'm 100% confident in my ability. Except for maybe, like, in an ultimate raid. You know what I mean? But anything else, man, I can take them. No problem. Let's see. Find Ragafrid. Dust Anita. It's got like a little, like, gooey beard sort of thing going on. I think the odds are we get out of this section. Let's see. Ragenfrid. Hello, Ragenfrid. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Werkrata told me everything, how you fought with the Concurrent and saved his life. For all the good that it did. We saw what happened when he met with the skulls, how they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Mefrin's a warrior, and this is your comrade, and you're strong like your father, that much is plain. But I thank Ralgr that you did not, because it would have ended with them. It would not have ended with them. Sorry. Werkrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. But I'm telling you, gods in heavens, as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox too. If she'd set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow to the same end. Man, just, like, set up some inflatable tanks on the other side of a river, and then, like, while they're distracted, let me go around the other way and I'll just beat all of them, man. It worked other places. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Alright, how far are we going? Just over there? Just over there. I think it's a gunbreaker, if I recall. Yep. Level 90 gram from the Garden Variety clan that has 4 members, which, by the way, you need at least 5 people to sign up to have a clan, so that means someone signed up to help them sign up, and then they close the thing. Sorry about running off like that. All Amigans terrorizing their own? I just can't accept it, you know. No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with that day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was, but nor did I expect Werkrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. He's gonna change his mind, isn't he? He's gonna help out. All that rubbish I spouted about how I love my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Werkrata, but you did. Made me feel like a bloody hypocrite that I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them, so I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance. When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others who I know have been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, but we're Not hardened warriors like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then it's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Relger's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Go, mullet man, go. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. Flowers are pretty. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let's return to the Reach. Should I set Relgus Reach as my home point? Because, like, I just keep thinking about that bird, man. That bird almost killed me. Alright, speak with Mefrid at Relgus Reach. How do I even get there? Is it over there? Is that Relgus Reach? It is. Okay, so then I want to go this way. Just straight that way. Alright. Let's see. There's a lot more to this section of map. Alagiri. I don't know how it gets us over there. Alagana. It's cool people are still doing fates around here now that I think about it. You know how many times you see, like, I get kind of sad whenever I see fates just sitting there in the middle of nowhere and no one's doing any of them. You know what I mean? Fate parties make me happy inside. Alright, yeah, that's right. There's the secret passage in here. Gotta, like, go back through here to find this super duper secret passage. Wait, oh, it's this way. Let's see. Aha! Chocobo, choking all the bows. Alright, and I assume next we'll be going and helping Nago, Eorzea, and Lise. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it is our passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but when, not if. The day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamigan. None of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours. Especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right, then I best begin preparing these new recruits. Tiberius, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Alright. So I got distracted for a second. I got, every spring, whenever I'm starting to do stuff outside, I always end up getting poison ivy, and I've already managed to get a little bit, even though there's barely anything on it. It's probably on my string trimmer. You know, such is life. Alright, Nago, what do you got for me? Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. All was all well and good for me claiming my duties here or couldn't wait, but after parting, thank you was the least you deserved. My apologies. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Kemps entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Aldine commands the forces at Castromorians. It should be simple enough to see you into his hands. Great! That's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Alright? But yeah, no, I looked down and I had an itch on my wrist and I was like, boom, and I was like, oh no. That's the poison ivy bump that I got there. And I'm like, immediately I was like, that's terrible, don't touch it. But I did touch it, and it was all over after that. No, I'm just kidding, but it's fine. But I just like looked down and I'm like, I just started contemplating my life and my choices for a moment. Alright, enough about my shenanigans. Let's go and deliver stuff, I guess. I don't know, we're gonna go help Cat Girl and Elf Girl to go do things we have to do. I say very informally. Got everything you need? Good, then let us be off. I hope that everyone tries to kill us. I hope we absolutely have to, like, fight, like, 10 dudes, and then 10 more dudes. And then, like, maybe, like, one really strong dude. Alright, we've already been through this area, and that means we can fly! I don't know how far we can fly. I don't know how far ahead they are, but helps us cover more ground. And that's what's important. Wonder how long until the first dungeon. I don't know what the first dungeon is. I remember dungeons happening over in Kugane than here. Quiet, hear that? That was a ceruleum engine backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods, you have preternatural? I don't know what that word is. That's weird. Preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds of that which can mean life and death, be they a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try and take them all by surprise, at the same time. We don't want them calling reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us, nothing for it, Ned. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Tiberius is best equipped to deal with that. We've attacked in 5. That should be enough time for get in position. Rendezvous on the east bank after. Any questions? No. Then good luck. Alright, we're going west. Just the road here. Another large bird. I'm not afraid of that bird, though. Unlike the other bird. Oh, we got someone popping smoke on the lady's mission. Let's see what's up. It was a Halo ODST reference for those that actually care. Alright, what you got for me? Oh, no. Oh, wait, that's right. I was pushing the wrong button. I was thinking I was still playing Viper. You mean nothing. You cannot stop me. Oh, I'll just ride my chocobo. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Alright, we'll give it a little flycy daisy over here. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces, with little and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that, but I don't doubt they'd do the same if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that, after what happened at the wall. Right, I believe we rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices their missing patrol. Only got 2 minutes left on Mjolnir. We'll fly over here. I'm assuming like over here at the crest of the hill or something. Let's see. Oh, no. Farther than that. Alright, you guys look like you're hiding. Are you guys hiding? You guys are hiding somewhere around the corner? Okay. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces of Castromorians were under the command of Flame General Rauban Aldine, did you not? By Raga, the Bull of Alamigo himself. I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. That's right, he's got cred in this area. Him and Lise both go way back. Alright. It sounds like we can just go straight to the base now. Oh no, there are people fighting bears. Unfortunately, I do not have time to fight your bears. Robot, I'm standing on your table. Don't take it personally.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
That was the most real handoff I think I've ever seen in this game. He actually handed her. She actually handed him a document.
I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
I totally forgot Pippin was here. It's because he's tiny.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost. Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them. I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare. The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that.
So, on the first hand, I was listening to him say this, and I was like, that's kind of reckless, dude. Didn't we just establish that, like, getting involved causes problems? But, on the other hand, if your problem is recruitment because people don't believe that you can actually get anywhere, showing that you can actually get somewhere does a lot for morale, and I imagine recruitment.
If we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people, and inspire them to rise up once more.
Yeah, exactly.
Aye. Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
Right there, wherever it is, right now. Just right now.
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Oh, Tiny Man has a plan. He has freckles and he's tiny. That's how you know he's serious. Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development in Castrellum Velodina, namely the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons. That's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is, though, thought to have contained a single heavy unit and one or two support units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying future development. Or deployment. And should we carry this into a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone, and you're going to have to do it eventually anyway. Exactly. So what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols and bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to the East End, where Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if the field test is imminent. What say you? Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you into the details of this plan anon. Bye, Nago. And we, for our part, will fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt you were intending to sit this one out. You are correct. I am not sitting this one out. I'm chomping at the bit like a police dog. I say this based on the fact that I have recently watched police footage with police dogs. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. And when it does, you can be sure they'll send new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from all the look I see is a foregone conclusion. My thanks. For Pippin's plan, we need to turn the East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, so I'll be a fool not to use you. Head to the spot on your map, right here. Aye, a patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Tiberius. Dude, give me like 20 dudes to fight. I'll fight 20 dudes right now. I'll fight 20 dudes, and I will feel cool while doing it. Alright. We're still fighting bears. Sorry, bears. No one's got time to fight bears around here. Let's go above the trees. How high up can I go? Oh man, look at that draw distance. That's sick, dude. So, in other news, they just had a trailer for patch 7.5. I think the only thing I saw that anyone actually... I can go straight down. The only thing anyone was even remotely interested in was that I saw that Zero was in there. There was like, she was in there for like a second. So, that was cool. I was like, alright. I really don't know how good like the next part's supposed to be. Hiya. Double fireball jutsu. I would laugh, that guy just burned to death. I love doing the little spinny spin and then like turning around. There's two guys, that's it? Just two dudes. It's the best you can give me is two dudes? Come on, man. Ain't no one got time for this. Like, give me more dudes. I can take more dudes. Just saying. I can beat up so many dudes. They don't stand a chance. Oh, we got Gold Light with Rauban. It's gonna be a whole operation. Let's get in there. All went to plan, and good. Our scouts report that the unit scoring the prototype weapons has left Castrum Verodina. The resistance is already in position, so we have to wait for our guests to arrive. Man, I can't remember when Zenos shows up. The dude has presence. Just wants to test my reflexes, you know? I don't know that yet, though. Oh, it's that guy again.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
I don't look that good.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
Oh, this guy. He's gonna be the laughing stock of this entire area if he doesn't die outright. Why are there robots like bugs? You know, that helmet of his looks cool and all, but looks like super impractical.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Zenos' face when I bring him your head.
I think you're going to be sorely disappointed, I'm sorry to tell you. Man, my dagger's so cool.
That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush.
Attack! Let's go. I accidentally cut it off. That was an actual... Can I just beat them all up first, or should I beat the giant robot first? I mean, logically I should beat up the giant robot first. But it might not want me to beat up the giant robot first, because that would be anticlimactic, right? Alright, let's beat up the giant robot first. Let's do... Okay, so if I go like this, that's ice, whoops. This one, this one, this one, and then that. Oh, okay, that one's the one that did that, alright. Okay, one of these, and one of those. Gotta mug him. Oh, so does my A attack?
Get after them, damn you!
Not like a little bit of lag. Not like the worst or anything, but okay. I'm trying to think, like, I don't think I have.
Now I've gotcha.
Super powered. Alright. I'm trying to focus on my jutsus, but I'm like fumbling them a little bit. Alright, we're gonna strip out all the other dudes. I think it's one. That guy's tanky, and I really don't want to have to worry about whatever. I don't think he's got armor crush yet, so we'll hit him with armor crush. That did not seem to do anything. I'll figure it out eventually. So far, so good. I feel so sloppy. Ilbert to be proud. I keep expecting to like break this guy's armor and do a bunch of damage. It's not going that way. Keep doing that though. Okay, so what did... Oh, it must have been the left bumper, the left one that does the thing. It's like on a minute cooldown. I thought this gave the bottom one, the armor crush. I thought that was the one that gave debuff. But it appears that is not the case. It's fine, it's just like confusing, I guess. That is just fine. Throw daggers to that guy. Throw more daggers to that guy. He's like on the verge of death. Kill him. There we go. Alright. Now let's go help with this one. This flame pugilist. Looks like there's only one prototype. Whatever else to do this day, I want to destroy it. You got it. That's what we're talking about. We take out this dude and we're in good shape. Oh. These dudes are tanky, man. Or they're like, it's not even that they're strong. They're just like, so, oh, we got more dudes, okay. Well, I can't do that. I'm trying to think like, oh wait, don't I have a... That's right, I have this thing. Alright, there you go, okay. Hang on. Code thing. Code thing again. Alright. Alright. Again, a little sloppy, not that bad. So it looks like Mug is the one that gives us the vulnerability now, which is interesting. Yeah, so they didn't used to have... I never personally had any problem with, like, lag with Ninja, but I'm, like, feeling it now. I don't know, it's weird. It's like there's like a little bit of latency, so I think I'm done, and then it's like, ah, you're not done, silly goose. Alright, hit it with the frog thing again. Yeah. Throwing fire at me? Don't throw fire at me. Alright. This is just taking a lot longer than you would think it would. Not because it's actually hard, because it's like they're just so tanky. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I wasn't supposed to focus it. I just figured, oh, if I focus on taking out the dudes, then everyone else can help focus on the other guys. That is a logical thing to do. One of those. On your guard, Tiberius is up to something. Oh, somebody...
You'll
wait.
be weeping blood!
Well, then I'll stand... Wait, can I just stand here? Like, with this guy in the way? I don't know. Oh. Alright, well, he blew up. That's fine. I was thinking the thing where they're like gonna snipe you and you want to break the line. But alas, that was not the case. Okay, so I got the kunai thing. Frog thing! Frog thing again! Oh,
Tizona!
more fireballs!
As a raging bull!
Okay, I gotta do one of these. There we go. Keep forgetting about those. Alright. Yeah, I gotta figure out what the difference between armor crush and Aeolian Edge is. I know there's a thing. Oh, this bloodbath again. So I do one of those. It's no thing. This can't be happening, not again. It is happening. Okay, good, we're finally there. Maybe if I just focused that from the get-go, we would have won. I don't know, but it's whatever. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hells are you lot? We're the Resistance. For all amigo, let none escape. Oh, I love that surprise look on his face. Perfect. Alright, kill the giant robot. Everyone dunk on the robot so we can laugh at the guy. Think you've won? Then we go together. How many times can I hit this guy with these attacks? Ninja feels weird since they changed certain things. I'm still also not sure what the gauge is. I have to look that one up. No, not my secret weapon! Yes, the secret weapon. It said crooked fletching, but I thought it said cooking fletching, and I was like, I've cooked fletching? What? Sorry about your crappy robot. I've played Mega Man.
Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Next time, Gadget, next time. They just let him run by. They could have just swept his legs and taken him hostage right there and then. There you go.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo. Yeah!
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 Yeah! Everybody's still, yeah! Ah! I wonder how long until Eorzea finally just goes all in on like being a red mage instead of like whatever this hybrid thing that she's doing right now is. Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Al Amigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Taupin who made this plan of all of you. Resistance and Alliance alike who carried it out with perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I am grateful beyond words. I have no doubt of our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As well ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until next battle, Nago, I leave the science in your care. We shall return to the castrum then. Tiberius, Mistress Livier, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. We're all doing the fancy salutes. We got so many salutes, man. Alright. I'd heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for help out there. Alright. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. Reminds me, I was gonna sync to Rhalgr's Reach thing, and I forgot to do that. So let's teleport to Rhalgr's Reach, and then I can sync to it when I get there. It's not like it's that far, but still. There we go. That way, if anything happens, this is like a centralized location for right now. So. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna run between your camp. Hope it's fine if I do one of those. Yeah, if they're hanging out here all the time, I feel like they could just like build like small shacks instead of everyone living in a tent. Seems impractical. It's not like they're nomads, but whatever. Let's finish it up, Nago. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for what we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will. For it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by the United Eorzea to drive the Gallians from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time the Gridanian troops trod the soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread the word of our victory of our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. Tiberius, Alizé, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Yeah, Alizé's like a proto-red mage right now. She needs to just commit. Commit to the red mage, alright? Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. Oh, it's that guy with the cross on his face. I can't think of his name all of a sudden. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scion's ranks who were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I have come to present. Arenvald. I knew it was something Vald, but I couldn't think of what it was. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Arenvald Lentius, a half-breed, as you doubtless well tell. I'm here to fight for the free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother can never be made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. Sorry. Distraction. Cats knocking over stuff behind me. Such as the joys of recording with cats around you. You are a true-born son of Garabani, as some tell me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks in the aid of Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldine that we draw up plans for an assault on Castrum Velodina. Then in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. We got peeps. Like 3 whole peeps. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. Oh, they're playing triumphant music. What's up? Sounds like a Soviet thing. Thinking of what happens in Endwalker, where the city's just blown up, it's funny. Zenos is not going to take this lying down, though. I'm pretty sure he's going to be kind of mad that we're amassing peeps. He's also looking for a good fight, and he's going to hear how strong I am. And he's going to be like, oh man, I got to fight that guy. I don't know how I don't remember how it starts, but I know Zenos' character, and it's like, it's almost a Saiyan. He's like, I just want to fight. I want to fight right now. I want to fight someone strong. He's got his golf caddy bag full of swords.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Oh. Interesting. I wonder how that could have happened.
Near-total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command.
Oh, that's gonna be bad for that guy.
According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
Oh man, you backed
my
up.
Lord,
Cowards. Who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
This reminds me of everything I've ever seen where they make fun of him. Just the over-the-top, so good.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting.
Man, Zenos
It is a delicate
needs...
dance, one which asks much of my hounds.
Sorry, I didn't actually tell it to go on. There it is, right there. I know. Zenos needs like a multi-cam intro. You know what I mean? If I had the editing expertise, I would do it.
And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Bold.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
Zenos gonna cut that guy down. He won't shut up, I have a feeling.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
They gonna be mad that she just upstaged him, I'll tell you what. In the power structure? Absolutely. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with your said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it seems sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Alright. So we're gonna help out more with prep, which is fine. Sorry, the customer's always right. No, I go 3. Okay, neato. Looks like we got a guy over there, got a bunch of them over there, so it's probably a good jumping off point. I thank you for joining me on more Stormblood on Journey 3 Eorzea, but that here neither here nor there. All that means is till next time.